Hey guys, welcome to my kitchen. We're looking at doing our family fitness challenge for 6 weeks. So for the period of the lockdown pretty much there. It'll only take you about 15 minutes every night. 2 nights a week, 15 minutes, 2 nights a week. We're going to do it on the Monday and Wednesday on Zoom at 5:30. If you can be there and be part of it and do it with us, that'd be awesome. If you can't, that's okay. Just do it at home. Just pick 2 days. If you miss a day, just do it the next day, whatever you like. All the exercises can be modified. You can change them so that they work for you. The idea though would be to try and do the same exercise each time so you can gauge your improvement. So it doesn't matter how fit you are or how strong you are. These things are just done for a time limit and you do as many as you can in that period. Okay, so the first exercise is just punches in the air. We're just going to say just do rolling shots. So you can just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do as many as you can. You can also do other sort of punches, straight punches. The idea is just to get the blood flowing. Cool. Okay, tricep push-ups. We try and put our fingers like a diamond. We line them up with our solar plexus so it's nice and low. And my elbow's going to meet. Worst thing about doing these exercises, if you put it near your face, it's going to be bad alignment. You can keep your knees bent if you like and in. And if that's too hard to keep your hands together, if you're having trouble, then just open them up and try and keep them as close as you can. Keep your elbows right next to your ribs. Tricep push-ups. Exercise is bicep curls. This is something that you have. Things are the same weight would be good, but you know, I've got a 2-litre bottle. Here, so it's about 2 kilos. This is diced tomatoes. We're talking about 1 kilo here. And you would just do your bicep curls continuous fashion. So the heavier the weight, if you've been doing it for a while, the better. Use dumbbells, whatever you like. And let's get those moving. Bicep curls. All right, the next one's going to be tricep dips, guys. Use a chair, a box, a table. Just make sure it's really stable so you don't fall off. Doesn't have to be too high, but a bit of height's good. Okay, so I'm going to place my hands so my fingers are facing towards my butt cheeks. I'm going to be on my chair. I'm going to lower myself down until my shoulders start to lean forward. So I want to try and keep my shoulders so they don't over pop. So the depth is going to be up to you. You can bring your feet in, take some of that pressure off those triceps. The lower you go until your shoulders are right, angles with your elbow is perfect, but don't go to where your body's having to change shape too much. That was tricep dips. Down here, I'll go through the push-ups. So with your push-ups, you can either be with your back nice and straight, nice deep action all the way up and down. You can have your knees on the floor. Nice action up and down. If you haven't done many push-ups, you can do them on the wall. So just get yourself a little bit away and just taking yourself in and out. However, the best way for you to do push-ups. That was push-ups. Down on the floor again. I'm going to show you the crunches. To the crunches, we usually have our knees bent up. Our arms can be crossed beside your head, hand or hand here, anywhere you like. And just a short roll, just lifting your shoulder blades off the floor each time. These we keep nice and straight. We keep looking about 1 meter above our knees so our neck doesn't get jerked in and out too much. When we do our side crunches, we just roll to one side, take our hips across, try and keep our shoulders pretty flat to the floor. And just lift ourselves towards our hip, so our chin's aiming our hip. When I go the other side, exactly the same thing. So they're my side crunches. And then the next one, we can either put our hands under our buttocks and just bring our knees in towards our chest, or you can put your feet straight up in the air and you just do a short lift by lifting your buttocks up and curling up through your pelvis. All right, so they were crunches normal, crunches one side, crunches the other side. Then they were reverse curl or reverse torso. So the next one is I'm going to be on my back. These are reverse torso curls. I'm going to be lying on my back. I keep my hands here or my hands up on my back. Or I'll move back a little bit. So here, and we just lift ourselves in a small curl to strengthen our lower back. Or hands here. Any variation of that would be good. Okay, that's the midsection. We're getting down to the lower part. So this is for the lower body exercises. So the first one would be if you had a skipping rope, to skip and count how many times you go under it. Or you can pretend to skip like I just did then. Or you can just jog on the spot, don't have to lift too high, and just count how many steps you do. That way, when you remember your reps for later on, you'll be able to see if you run faster, try and pick it up over the 6 weeks. The next one, heel kicks to the buttocks. So in this one, I'm going to place my hands behind my back on my butt, and I'm going to try and kick my heel up and touch my hands each time. If I don't touch, I don't count. Okay, so you've got to make sure your feet are coming up nice and high and touching your butt. The next one is lunges. Oh, I'm going to have to change the camera angle. All right, so we're going to do lunges, next part of the lower body. So I'm going to be standing here. I can either step back, which I prefer, and then go down to my knees just off the floor and back up, step my feet together, change my feet, and repeat. You are welcome to also step forward and do the same exercise as you drop down. Just try and make sure the thigh that's going down stays nice and straight. Don't be extended here. So nice straight action with that thigh, up and down, nice and smooth. All right, that was lunges. And the next one is shoulder width squats. So shoulder width squats, putting our feet about as wide as our shoulders and squatting down. Or we do a farmer squat, so we go all the way until our bottom tries to touch onto our ankles. And the next one, we go double the width apart with our legs, and we do a very short action. So I just sit down a little bit and come back, trying to keep my legs nice and low the whole time. That is the end of our lower body exercises and all the exercises. The next part is we're going to our stamina section. And this is where we can hold a plank or a pose. And we're going to hold it for as long as you can. So the actual exercise part takes about 9 minutes. I hope that you will be able to hold your last pose for at least a minute, but I want you to be trying to get up to that 5 to 8 minutes in that pose. All right, guys, good luck with everything. I hope it goes really well. I'll be online most sessions doing it with you. Ben and Connor are going to be running the sessions, but let's get into it and let's get doing it.